Hello everyone, welcome to John Mac Classroom. In this video, I'm going to discuss the example for function and graph. Given we have the function fx, which is equals to third 3 minus 2x. Show that f is one-to-one function. So by using the algebraic method, so f sub x1 is equals to f sub x2. Kindly substitute square root of 3 minus 2 x sub 1 equals to square root of 3 minus 2 x sub 2. Square both sides. So after we square both sides, we have 3 minus 2x sub 1 equals to 3 minus 2x sub 2. Kindly rearrange the situation and simplify. So we will have 2x sub 2 equals to 2x sub 1. Simplify. X sub 1 is equals to x sub 2. So show that fx is one-to-one function because x sub 1 is equals to x sub 2. B. Find the domain and the range. So by referring to the situation, so here we have the fx is equals to square root of 3 minus 2x. So in order to find the domain, 3 minus 2x must be greater and equals to 0. Kindly rearrange the situation. So we have 2x is less than equals to 3. So x is less than equals to 3 over 2. So the domain for f is equals to negative infinity until 3 over 2. So that is the situation. Then based on the starting point, we have 3 over 2. If we substitute x is equals to 3 over 2, and we have f 3 over 2 equals to square root of 3 minus 2 bracket 3 over 2. And we have f 3 over 2 is equals to 0. So means that our starting point would be coordinate 3 over 2, 0. So that is a situation for this part. So based on this part, the value of y is 0. So the range for f, the minimum value would be equals to 0 until positive infinity. So that is the range for f and also the domain for f. C. Determine the inverse function of f and state its domain and range for the f inverse. So let y equals to fx. So f inverse y is equals to x. So here we have y is equals to square root of 3 minus 2x. Square both sides. So we will have y squared is equals to 3 minus 2x. Rearrange the situation. So 2x is equals to 3 minus y squared. So x is equals to 3 minus y squared over 2. So the f inverse is equals to 3 minus x squared over 2. So here we have the f inverse. And the domain for f inverse actually is equals to the range for f. And the range for f inverse actually is equals to domain for f. So in here, the domain for f inverse is equals to 0 until positive infinity. Next, we have the range for f inverse actually is equals to negative infinity until 3 over 2. So that is the situation for C. So D, sketch the graph for the function f and f inverse on the same axis. So kindly focus on the B. So here we have the function fx, which is square root of 3 minus 2x. So previously we already determined the domain for this case, which is negative infinity until 3 over 2. So we have the starting point 3 over 2. Next, we substitute the 3 over 2 into the equation, and we have f bracket 3 over 2, which is equals to 0, and we have the coordinate or the starting point as 3 over 2, 0. Next, what we have to do is locate the situation. Where is the 3 over 2, 0? So let's say here we have 1, here we have 2. So 3 over 2 is 1.5. So here will be the location. Next, we have to refers to the coefficient for the x. So in here we have the negative 2x. So in this case, the direction would be negative. If the direction is negative, so the graph will be moving towards the left. So here we have the situation. Next, we can imagine the situation starting from this part moving towards the left means that we have the y-intercept. So how to determine the y-intercept? When x is equals to 0. So y-intercept x equals to 0. Kindly substitute. So f0 is equals to square root of 3 minus 2 multiplied with the 0. So f0 is equals to square root of 3. So for the square root of 3, or the coordinate for the y-intercept would be 0 square root of 3. So around 1.7. So let's say here we have 1, here we have 2, and around here, the square root of 3. So the graph will be something like this. So y is equals to square root of 3 minus 2x. So here we have 3 over 2, 0. Here we have 0, square root of 3. So that is the function for f. Next, what we have to do is to sketch the f inverse. So remember, reflection. So if a reflection means that we have to interchange the value x and y. So by referring to this part, we have 3 over 2, 0. If we flip the situation, it will become 0, 3 over 2. So here, as we all know, square root of 3 is 1.7. So here will be the 1.5. So let's say we have the situation 0, 3 over 2. Next, based on the 0, square root of 3, interchange the x and y, and we will have this part with the situation square root of 3, 0. So the graph will be something like this. This is the starting point. So here we have the f inverse 3 minus x squared over 2. Do remember we have the reflection axis, which is the y equals to x. So here we have y is equals to x. It is the reflection axis. So here we are, and thanks for watching.